Tashi Delek to everyone. So today I'm going to take second chapters of class 9 because most of you have almost done with the first chapters in the beginning of school sessions. So it will be better to start with the new chapters. So that is polynomials. So before you go through these chapters, it will be better to clear out few concepts first. If you get concept very clear, so all the chapters will be easy for you. Okay. So let me start from the beginning of these chapters. Yes, polynomial. What is polynomials? So, okay, yes, polynomial is an algebraic expressions. Yes, it is an algebraic expressions whose variable power must have whole numbers. So let me write the general definitions of polynomials on the board. So see here, polynomials is an algebraic expressions whose variables, all the concepts that I'm writing here is familiar to you. Variables must have whole number, I said it before, whole number, power or an exponents. Okay, so now see, there's got a few concepts are there. Algebraic expressions that you have already done in earlier classes, means class 7 and 8 you have already done it, and then variables, whole numbers, all the words are familiar to you. Let me remind this one again. So see here, algebraic expressions. So what is meant by algebraic expressions? So let me revise. Algebraic expression is a combination of constants and variables. So it is a combination of constant and variables. So again there's got two more concepts are there. So constants and variables. So you have to know what is constants and what is variables. So constants means not changeable. If your value is not changeable and it remains same, that is called as constants. So all the numbers are constants. If you want to get clear, so let me give an example. So if you have got 5 rupees in your pockets, if somebody asks how many rupees are there in your pocket, so 5, there's no other than 5. So that means your 5 rupees is not changeable, so it is constants. So let me write it, all the numbers, 5, 3, all other numbers are constants. Okay. Now let me take an examples of variables. So what is variables? Variable means what? The value will change. Changeable. Variable means changeables. Correct? If your value get changed according to your unknown values, then it is called as variables. For examples, so same example I'm going to take down. So if you have got 5 rupees in your pocket along with a coin, so then see here, coin, but we don't know what is that coin. Coin, 1 rupees coin, 2 rupees coin, 5 rupees coin, anything can be. Okay, so but we don't know the exact coin values. Correct? So that kind of unknown value is called as variables. So we have got constant, 5 is constant. Yes, 5 is constant. Along with the constants you are having one unknown value. So let's take it as x. So this x is called as variables. So this x is called as variable. Correct? So this value will get the change. This unknown will change the values of whole numbers. Okay, so let me take an example. See, 5 plus, so see, if I've got 1 rupees coin in my pocket along with that 5 rupees, so see here, if it is 1, then it will get 6. So now the value of your money is, okay, in your pocket is 6. Correct? Same here, first of all, yes, 5. Constant is 5. 5 rupees are there with you. And if that coin is 5 rupees coin, okay, if your coin in the pocket is 5 rupees, then how much will be the value of your money? 5 plus 5, 10. So keep on changing according to the coin values. Understood? So see here, so this unknown value is called as variables. Do you get it clear? Okay, now after getting these two clear, now see here, whose variable, algebraic expression. Algebraic expression means what? Combinations of constants and variables. Do you get it? See here, now this is the combinations of constants and variables. So see here, I'm going to take down here, 5 is constant and we are going to use the operations of mathematics. So see here, 5 plus operation we are using, either plus, minus, division and multiply, any operation can use, plus, okay, so x. So this is called as algebraic expressions. Correct? So algebraic expression whose variable variable. As you know, this is constant, this is variable, whose variable power or variable must have whole numbers. So what is meant by whole numbers? So whole number is the number we start from zeros. So let's start here 0, 1, 2, dash, dash, dash. Got it? So now let's check this one. 5 is constants, x is variable. Where you have to look at okay, you have to see whether it is polynomials or not. You have to look at the variable power. So here your variable power is 1. So if your variable power is 1, so it is called as polynomial. So you can classify it easily. So polynomial, okay, this is polynomial because your power is 1. So same here, let me take another example. So okay, I'll just make it clear to give few examples. Okay, let me give an example. See here, let's check here 7. 7 is polynomial, and 2x raised to power 3 is polynomial. Square root 5 x is polynomial, and then I'm just going to take down 4a square. Variable can be any letters. Okay, you can take any letters for a variable. You can take it plus b, and then square root. Okay, 7x. And you can write it down z raised to power minus 5. Okay, you can take it. Okay, see your variables. So here, these all are polynomial, not algebraic expressions, but we don't know whether it is polynomials or not. So if you want to check whether it is polynomials or not, where you have to look at? You have to look at the variables. You have to look at the variables powers. Okay. So see here, these are examples. So let me do one by one. Okay. So the first one is 7. 7, where is your variables? So 7, you cannot find any variables. So how do we check whether there is a variables or not? Okay, see here, 7, and if there is no variable means what? Always the variable is there, raised to power 0. Variable power is always 0 in constant terms. Okay, so constant terms, why it is, okay, why we are not writing variables along with the constants? So let's check here. Okay, 7, any number raised to power 0 remain always 1. So x raised to power 0 is always 1. So you can just multiply by 1. 7 ones are 7. Because of that, we are not writing. So we are not writing x to the power 0 because the value of this is always remain 1. Understood? So now see, check. Okay, is it polynomials or not? You have to look at the variable. Variable power is 0. So if it is 0 means what? Whole number. So whole number means what? It is a polynomial. So this is polynomial. And now come to the second one here, 2x cube. So 2x cube means what? 3. Your variable power is 3. 3 is a whole number, so it is also a polynomials. And now square root 5x. So square root 5x, how much is your power on your x? So power is 1. So 1 is whole number, so because of that it is polynomials. Okay. So now come to this one, a and b, both are variables. So this is 2 variables. So now try to get it clear here. In class 9 you are going to learn polynomials in 1 variables. When you reach in class 10 you are learning in 2 variables. Okay. So this is just to give an example to classify whether it is polynomials or not. Okay. So now a has power 2 and b has power 1. Okay. So 1 and 2 both are whole numbers. So because of that it is polynomials. Now let me check here, square root. So square root, and this root belongs to both the numbers. So root 7. Now if you are going to convert this write this into exponential form, you can write in this way, x is to power 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 is a fraction. Is it whole number? No. If it is not a whole number means what? It is not a polynomial. So this is not polynomials. So you can identify it easily by looking at your variable power. Understood? So now check here, z raised to the power minus 5. So here of course z is variables, so whose power is minus 5. So minus 5 means what? It is of course not whole number. So if it is not whole number means what? It is not polynomial. So not polynomials. So you can identify it easily by looking at variables. Very easy, by looking at variables, power, and decide whether it is polynomials or not. Okay, so now see, okay, this is the first part of this topic. And let me write it the second one. So once you know this one, and then you have to get very clear on the next part here. So now see here the second one. The first one is done, and now we move towards the second one, that is degree. Okay, you have to get clear on this degree of the polynomials. Yes, you have to know the degree of the polynomials. So first of all, same here, when you know the degree of the polynomial, first of all, you have to get the polynomial. What is polynomial? That you have already done it. So let me give few examples of polynomials, okay? So you just check whether I'm giving right examples or not, okay? So 2x plus 1, is it polynomials or not? Yes. Why? Because the degree, okay, variable, this variable has a power 1. And what about this one? This one has this one is constant, and every constant has a variable x raised to the power 0. So here the constant sets how much is their power? The power is always zeros. So if your variable power is 0 and 1, it is polynomial, as you know it, okay? Same here, I'm just going to give another example of polynomials. So let's see, 3x squared minus 7 plus x. Yes, again, is it polynomials? Yes, of course. Again, see here, 2 is power here, and if it is a constant, your power is 0, and if it is, okay, x means what? Your power is 1. So 1, 0, 2 are whole number. So again, this is polynomials, okay? Now come to the last one, so I'm just take one constant number, so 7. Is 7 a polynomial? Yes, of course. Why? Because here the variable power is 0, so therefore it is polynomials, okay, whole number, and therefore it is polynomials, okay. So now by looking at this one, you can decide the degrees of the polynomial easily, okay. So what is the degrees of the polynomials? Highest, how do we identify the degrees of the polynomials? Okay, highest powers of the polynomial is called as the degree of the polynomials. So let me write it here, highest. So it is very easy to identify the highest power of the polynomials, yes. So highest powers of the polynomial is called as the degree of the polynomial. So now it is easy to identify. See here, let me start one by one. We are going to identify it one by one. First of all, the degree of this, okay. Now check here, 2x plus 1. So here the degrees I've already written here, 1 and the power is already written, 1 and 0. Which one is the highest power among this? So 1 is the highest power among this. So degree of this expression, degree of this polynomial is called as is 1. So same here, now the second one, 2, 0 and 1 is the degree are the degrees of this polynomial. Which one is the highest power of this polynomial? 2. So degree of this polynomial is 2. And same here the last one, here the degree is 0. So it is only 1, so highest power of this polynomial is 0. So here the degree is 0. So every constant has a degree 0 all the time. The degree of the constant term is always zeros. Correct? Do you get it clear with this or not? Okay. So once you know the degree, so it is very easy to know and convert this into standard form. So sometime you will be getting our questions classified and write the following polynomials in standard form. So you have to know how to keep this in standard form. So this will be very much important in long division. When you do long divisions, always has to keep this in standard form. So what is standard form? How do you keep this in standard form or the general form? Standard form. So standard form means what? If you are writing this, if you are writing all your polynomials in degree order, then it is called as standard form. So let me check whether all these are in standard forms or not. So the first of all, see 2x plus 1. Is it in standard form? 2x plus 1. Yes, it is in degree order. Degree 1 come first, means degree is the highest power. So highest power is always coming first, and the next one is 0. So it is in totally in order. So it is in standard form. This is in standard form. Yes, it is in standard form, right? And now second one, is it in standard forms or a general forms or not? Okay, see 3x minus 7 plus 2, 0 and 1. It is not in standard form because 2 is coming fast. Yes, it is right. And the second one, which one is your degree will be coming? 1. So it is in place of 1, it is writing 0. So this expression or this polynomial is not in order. Not in order. So it is not in standard form. So how do you write this in standard form? So let me write it here. So you have to write in degree orders. Okay. So see here 3x square has to write first, and the next will be coming your x is to the power 1. So plus x and minus 7. So now look at this one. This is in degree order. So your first degree is getting 2 and then 1 and then 0. So this is called as standard form. So you are keeping this in standard form. Okay. So 7 is constant, only 1. So this is already in the standard form. Understood? Okay. Now see, let me, okay. Now we are just moving towards the last part of this. So the fourth one is types of the polynomials. Okay, now types of polynomials. Okay, now see here, let's see. The types of polynomials, okay, the polynomials can be classified on the basis of terms and on the basis of degrees, okay. So yes, on the basis of term you have already done in class 7 and 8. And in class 6 also you are also identifying the algebraic expressions on the basis of terms, okay. So yes, term means what? So in the case of this one, if it is on the basis of term, yes, 2x plus 1. So if it is single term like this, so it is called as monomial, do you remember? And now if you are getting like this, 2x plus 1 means what? Binomial, 2 terms, 1 term, 2 terms are there, it is called as binomials, okay. So if you are getting like this, 2x square minus 7 plus x, so you are here, you are getting 3 terms. So if you are having 3 terms means what? It is a trinomial. So you are identifying in this way in class 6, 7 and 8, okay. So now in class 9 you are classifying polynomials on the basis of degrees, okay. So by you know how to get the degree 1, 2, 3. After getting the degree you can identify it easily, okay. So now see, on the basis of degree you can write if your degree is 1, okay. So let's see here, how much is the degree? If your degree is 1, it is called as linear. If your degree is 1, it is called as linear. Do you get it here? Linear polynomials. Whenever your polynomial, if your degrees of the polynomial is 1, so it is called as linear polynomials, okay. So when you are learning linear equation, linear polynomials in one variables means all the time your variables is having degree 1, okay. And now come to this one, second part here, 2, 0 and 1. Which one is your degree? 2. If your degree is 2, it is called as what? If your degree is 2, yes, it is called as quadratic. It is called as quadratic polynomials. Quadratic polynomials, understood? So now see here, if your degree is 0, it is called as constants. This is called as constant. Okay, now what else is left? So if your degree is other than that, let me take here 7x cubed minus 3x plus 8. Yes, see here. So here the degree, how much is the degree of this? Highest power is your degree, so here the degree is 3. So if your degree is 3 means what? If your degree is 3, it is called as cubic polynomials. So it is called as cubic polynomials, okay. So you can identify and classify the polynomials on the basis of degree. It's like this, okay. If your degree is 1, it is called as linear. If your degree is 2, it is called as quadratic. If your degree is 0, it is called as constants. And if your degree is 3, it is called as cubic, okay. So let me revise this one at last moment, see here, by giving a table, so it will be better for you to get clear, okay. Let me write it here, polynomial. Okay, polynomials and the degree and the types of polynomials. So let me write it here. Okay. So first of all, you have to know the polynomials. So you can give so many examples of polynomials. You can give any example. So let me take an example. 3. 3 is a constant. Constant has a variable x with a power 0, so it is polynomials, okay. And now you can give another example, 3x plus 7. So this is also a polynomial because your degree is over here 1 and here 0, so that means 1 and 0s are whole number. Because of that it is polynomials, okay. And now come to here, x square minus 3x plus 5. So again here degree is 2, here degree is 1 and here degree is 0, so it is again a polynomials, okay. Now see here, 2x cubed minus 5x plus 3. So check this one, here the degree, here degree 3. So degree 3, after degree 3, 2 is not there, and then degree 1 and degree 0. So this is also a polynomial. There is no fractions and no negative exponents are there. So all a whole number means it is polynomials. You have to get very clear on polynomial. And the next one, degree. So you can identify the degree easily. So 3 means your degree is 0. 3x plus 7 means your degree is 1. And here the degree is 2. And the last one here the degree is 3. So by knowing this one, you can identify and classify the types of polynomial easily. Okay, if your degree is 0, what is your what are the types of polynomials? If your degree is 0, it is called as constants. If your degree is 0, it is called as constants, and if your degree is 1, it is called as linear. If you're you're linear, and if your degree is 2, it is called as quadratic. Okay, quadratic. And the last one, I said it earlier here, if your degree is 3, it is called as cubic. Okay, cubic polynomials. So this much, these are the concepts you have to get very clear on polynomials. Once you get this one, again it is very easy learning this one. If you are getting this one clear, and it will be very easy to do your first part of your exercise in class 9. So you try your best to do by yourself. So thank you.